Hello everyone, I am Prem Kumar. Welcome to Math JEE Academy. So today I am going to discuss with you the very interesting topic, the modulus functions, length functions, right? So we'll discuss the definition of the modulus functions, then how to draw the graph of this, and particularly shifting, and you can see the shifting up or down, right or left things we are going to discuss, and then we'll discuss the difficult level of graph based on the modulus function, and then finally we'll discuss the past year paper. Okay. Before going to start the class, I will request you everyone who are watching this video, please subscribe my channel. You can learn a lot of things. Okay. So let's get started the class. Okay. So modulus function, right? So modulus is actually like a function is actually, so no, it's a machine, right? Machine. Let's take x is the input, the output will be mod x, right? The mod x's definition is what actually? You can see, let us take here is x, here is 0. The distance from the origin to the x, the mod x, the distance from origin, x may be any real number, right? So for example, if I take 1, 2 here, the modulus will be 1 minus 2 is same as 2 minus 1. This is same as 1, right? Okay. So let us take the definitions here. So mod x, how to define? You can see if x is greater than 0, that means positive number. Then if you put in the machine, right, that means modulus function, they will get the same x only. Let's take 1. 1 you put inside the modulus, then mod 1 will be 1. If I take 2, mod 2 will be 2. The same way, the say x is less than 0 you can take. Let's take minus 1. Mod minus 1 is what? Mod minus 1 will be what? Minus of minus 1, because modulus job is what? Length. Length cannot be negative, right? Okay. So you can say that minus x, because you are taking x value is negative. So for example, x is minus 1, minus of minus 1 plus 1. The modulus job is you converting negative into positive, right? Okay. If x equal to 0, 0. Clear? Okay. So then how to draw the graph of this? You can see, student, let me take the graph. This is your x-axis, this is y-axis. If x is positive, y is equal to x. Y is equal to x. When x is negative, y is equal to minus x. You know that y is equal to minus x. When x equal to 0, 0. Clear? This is a mod x graph, right? Okay. This is your y is equal to mod x. What is the domain of the mod x? The domain is what? The defined input values. The range is what? The defined output value, right? The input value is completely along the x-axis and the output value completely along the y-axis, right? So the input you can see, if you take here, any real number you can take. So therefore, mod is a function from real number to, so the output here you can see, the output y value you can see is the output always a positive number, right? It's from 0 to infinity, right? The mod is a function, is a real number to 0 to infinity. So the domain is what? Domain of f here is what? If you consider f of x equal to mod x, the domain is what? Real number, and range of that, range is what? Range. Okay, let me take this one differently. Range. Range of f is what? 0 to infinity. I hope everyone understand, right? Okay. Then what we can say about that? The modulus is there. We can shift the graph, right? the translation. Along the y-axis, along the x-axis you can translate, right? Okay. So, where this graph is intersecting the x-axis at 0, right? And y-axis also 0 only, 0 comma 0, right? Okay, fine. Then how to draw the graph of the first one, suppose mod x plus 1, and second one mod x minus 1. How to draw the graph? You can see, student, just you can see first reference graph you take, mod x graph, right? This is your reference graph. So, mod x is input or output? X is the input. If you apply modulus, that is output. If you add 1 to it, then you have to shift 1 unit up, right? 1 unit up. Just you can see, this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, 1 unit up. This is y is equal to mod x plus 1, right? And mod x minus 1, how to draw? Just you can see. So, two things you have to remember. One is where this graph is crossing the x-axis and y-axis. Suppose if the graph is crossing the x-axis means y should be 0. If the graph is intersecting the y-axis means x would be 0, right? So, let us draw the graph of this. So, what you can do, let's take x, y, put x is 0, okay, put x is 0, what is the y value? Mod minus 1, so mod minus 1 will be what, 1, if put y 0, mod x minus 1 equal to 0, that means what? The length is 0 means the point itself, right? The point is not moving from one place to another place, right? So, the x minus 1 will be 0 means x is equal to 1. So, therefore, the graph will be what? Let us take this x-axis, this y-axis. You can see 0 comma 1, where it is? 0 comma 1 will be here and 1 comma 0 here, right? You shift right 1 unit. This is your mod x minus 1 graph. Plus 1 means mod x plus 1 means you shift 1 units left. Mod x minus 1 means minus 1 means you shift right 1 units, plus 1 means you shift left 1 units. Understand? Okay. So, you can find the range and domain of this graph easily. Okay. So, mod x plus 1, what is the domain? A real number only, but range is 1 to infinity. But the same way, mod x minus 1, you can see the domain is any real number. It is covered completely x-axis. That is why we are telling the domain is real number. But the range is, you can see, it will be where it is 0 to infinity, right? Understand? Okay, fine. So, let me take those things. How to draw the graph, how to find the solutions of this inequalities, right? Okay. So, mod x equal to 3, you can see, student, the first observation, x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay. So, mod x equal to 3. So, you know that mod x graph, right? Mod x, this is your 1, 2, 3. This is mod x equal to 3, right? Okay. Mod x equal to 3 means you have to focus on the y-axis, right? So, 1, this is your 1, this is 2, this is 3. So, mod x exactly 3 means what is the possibilities for the x value? X value should be minus 3, this is plus 3 only possible. If you take more than 3 or less than minus 3, mod x equal to 3 is not satisfied, right? So, therefore, the mod x equal to 3 means x should be plus or minus 1. Okay. Suppose if I have mod x plus 1 is equal to 3. So, what is the possible values of x? X plus 1 is equal to plus or minus right side. So either x plus 1 is equal to 3 or x plus 1 is equal to minus 3. So x equal to 3 minus 1, it is 2, or x is equal to minus 3 minus 1 minus 4. Just you substitute 2 plus 1 is 3 is satisfied, minus 4 plus 1 is mod minus 3, that is modulus you can apply, it will be 3. Clear? Okay. Then you can see student. So second one you can see. Second one. You can see second one. What is that? Mod x is equal to minus 3. So we already discussed that mod x is always greater than 0. The mod cannot be negative. The length cannot be negative. Therefore, always greater than 0 for all x belongs to real number. Right? Therefore, what we can say, the mod x equal to minus 3 means this implies x belongs to empty set. There is no solution. There is no real number satisfies mod that will be equal to minus 3. This is not satisfied. Okay, it's fine. Let me take, there is no solutions. There is no solution. Okay, fine. Third one you can see. What is third one? Mod x is less than 3. You can see student, this is your x axis, this is y axis, this is your mod x graph, y is equal to mod x. Okay, let me take, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, mod x equal to 3. We need less than 3. So you know that less than 3 means what? This portions. You can see this portion is required, less than 3 portions, right? So mod x is less than 3 means, so what is the possibilities for the x? This is minus 3, this is plus 3. If you take more than 3, it is not satisfied, less than minus 3 you take, it is not satisfied, because mod x should be strictly less than 3. If you take more than, let's take 4 less than 3, no. If I take less than minus 3, let's take minus 4. Mod minus 4 is 4. 4 less than 3? No, it's not possible. Therefore, the x will be, suppose mod x is less than 3 means, x will be minus 3 to 3. Clear? Let's take one more example. Suppose, if you have mod x plus 3 is less than 1, then what is the x values? The same idea. Mod x is strictly less than 3 means the x will be, that means inside the modulus will be, inside modulus which one is there? X. X will be the negative of the right side to the positive of the right side. Minus 3 to plus 3. The same way, instead of x, which one is there here? You can see x is there. That means x plus 3 is between minus 1 to 1. Clear? Now, how to find the x here? Adding minus 3 on both sides. Minus 3 minus 4 is less than minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. X less than 1 minus 3 is minus 2. This is your solution. Understand? Okay, fine. Let's take the another one. Fourth one you can see. Fourth one you can see student. Mod x is less than minus 3. You can see mod x is graph is there. This is your y is equal to mod x, right? X axis, this is y axis. Less than minus 3. The output is negative. Negative here is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Right? Mod x is less than minus 3 means what? There is no solution is possible, right? Because we know that mod x is always greater than 0. So, the mod x is more than 0, but they are telling that mod x is less than minus 3. So, that means x belongs to empty set. Because less than minus 3 means what? Minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So, all the negative number will come. Is not at all possible. Modulus is always positive. Therefore, there is no solution. There is no solution. Clear? Next, you can see the mod x is greater than 3. Mod x is greater than 3 means what? You can see, student, this is your graph. So, mod x, right? So, y is equal to mod x graph. Okay. Let me take another color. Okay. So, more than 3. Let's take 1, 2, 3. You can take this 3. Y mod x equal to 3 here. You have to take y axis, right? Positive y axis. It's a more than 3. Whatever the 3 position is there, you have to take more than that. That means this one. More than 3 is required means, you know that x value will be more than 3 and less than minus 3. Only possible. We need the y quantity is there. No, y would be more than 3. So, more than 3 means x should be more than 3 or x should be less than minus 3. You can see minus 3. Then only you can cover more than 3. So, what we can say, the mod x is greater than, strictly greater than 3 means x should be greater than 3 or x should be less than minus 3. Okay. So, I hope everyone understand, right? So, let me take one example here. Suppose if you have mod x, suppose let's take 5, greater than 5 you can take. So, that means x should be more than 5 or x should be less than minus 5. Clear? You can see this is your x axis, this is y axis, this is your mod x graph, y is equal to mod x. But what is required actually, it's more than 5. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, that means the mod x here is 5. We need more than 5. More than 5 means this portion. Here also, this side also more than 3. That means the x should be like this. X should be what? This one, right? So, x should be more than 5 or x should be less than minus 5. That means what? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 5 union 5 to infinity. Clear? So, all the real number minus infinity to minus 5 union 5 to infinity. Suppose if I take mod x plus 1 is greater than 2. How to find out the x values? You can see the same idea here. What is x is there here? X plus 1, right? X plus 1. So, that means x plus 1 should be greater than the right side. The same idea as we discussed in the mod x greater than 5, right? Or x plus 1 is less than minus 2. Clear? Okay. Then you can solve this. X is greater than 2 minus 1 is 1 or x is less than plus 1 is there. You send to the right side and adding minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So, that means x should be belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 union, or means union. So, 1 to infinity. Clear? This is your solution. Okay, let me start with a simple example. Let's take 1 mod x plus, let's take this way. So, 2x plus 3 is equal to 1. Then how to find the x value? Just you know that mod x equal to 1 means what? X should be plus or minus 1. So, the same way 2x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus 1. That means 2x plus 3 is equal to 1 or 2x plus 3 is equal to minus 1. So, that means 2x equal to 1 minus 3 is what? Minus 2. Then x is equal to minus 1. Or, so 2x equal to minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. X is equal to minus 2. So, these are the solutions. Let me take another example. Let's take 2x plus 5 is less than, let's take 3. So what is the possibilities there? So 2x should be, you know that mod x is less than 1 means what? X should be minus 1 to 1, right? The same idea. Instead of x here, 2x plus 5 is there. That should be minus 3 to plus 3. So we need x. So first you remove 1 by 1, plus 5 you have to remove it. So for that you can add minus 5 on throughout the interval. Minus 5 you can do it, minus 8 less than 2x less than 3 minus 5 here is minus 2, right? Correct? Yes. Now you can divide by 2. Minus 4 is less than x less than minus 1. This is your solution set. All the x value from minus 4 to minus 1. Clear? Yes. Let me take quadratic. We'll discuss next. You can see student, next is which one we have to focus here. Yes. You can see, let's take, first we discuss the linear, now we can take a quadratic. Quadratic is polynomial, it's a parabola, right? You can see this is your graph of this. This is your x-axis, this y-axis, this is your parabola. This is upward parabola. Y is equal to minus x square means the downward parabola. This is x-axis, so y-axis, it will be like this. Okay, y is equal to minus x square. Okay, you can see the first one, x square is equal to 4 is there. How to solve this? So the first one you can see y is equal to, x square is equal to 4. Then what is the possibilities for the x value? X is equal to plus or minus square root of 4. That means x is equal to plus or minus 2. These are the solutions. If you put 2 here, 2 square is 4. Minus 2 whole square also 4, right? Okay. Let's take the second one. So x square is equal to minus 4. Right? This is one way. You can see student, x square is equal to minus 4. It's not possible because you can see y is equal to x square is there. X square graph, you know, it's passing through the origin. Y is equal to x square. Okay. And y is equal to minus 4. It is parallel to x-axis, right? So y is equal to minus 4 you can take. This is minus 4. Right? Y is equal to minus 4. Clear? Is there any intersection? When there is a graph like this, what we can do? Both sides you can draw the graph where there is no coincide. There is no intersection, means there is no solutions. So y is equal to minus 4 and y is equal to x square. There is no intersection, therefore no solutions. Okay. And one more thing also you can say, the x square is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to real number. Therefore this cannot be negative, therefore no solutions we can say, no solutions. Okay. The first one you can see y is equal to x square is there. So graphically how to understand y is equal to x square and then y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4 you can see here. Y is equal to 4 you can take. This is your parallel to y is equal to 4 means what? It's parallel to x-axis. X may be any real number. Y should be fixed. It's a constant, right? Y is equal to 4. So where these curve, the line y is equal to 4 and y is equal to x square intersect at, this is plus 2, this is minus 2. These 2 points only intersecting, right? Because it satisfies the equation of the curve. Okay, fine. Therefore, the 2 solution is possible. Second one, there is no intersection, therefore no solutions. Another way is x square is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to real number. Therefore, x square is equal to minus 4 is not possible. If you solve it, it will become a complex number. So we need only real solutions. Okay. Let's do the next one. You can see the next one here is x square is less than 4. Third one is what? X square is less than 4 you can take. So this kind of questions very simple. You take the square root on both sides. Square root of x square is less than square root of 4. The square root of x square, you have to remember, the square root of x, whatever the square root of something cannot be negative. This is always positive. You have to remember. The square root of something is not equal to the negative number. Negative number, right? So therefore, square root of x is always what? Greater than 0. Clear? So if you take the square root, so what we can do, the square root of x square is same as mod x. Why we are telling this? Because square root of x square is what? From the fixed point 0 to x, the distance from 0 to x you can calculate. X minus 0 whole square, right? It is same as mod x, right? This is mod x you can write. It's less than square root of 4 is 2. You already know that the mod x is less than 2 means what? The x will be minus 2 to plus 2. Clear? Okay. So the x values lies minus 2 to 2, right? You can see the graph of this. When you draw the graph, this is your x square graph. Y is equal to x square. And then y is equal to 4. You can see y is equal to 4. You can see y is equal to 4 here. We need strictly less than 4. That means you should not take y is equal to 4, right? So that means there is a x value minus 2 to 2 only possible. Satisfies the conditions, right? Understand? Minus 2 to 2 you can take any value, right? Clear? X square should be strictly less than 2 means the x you can take minus 2 to 2. Okay, let me take another one. Fourth one you can see x square is greater than 4. Same way you can take the square root on both sides. What will get? Square root of x square is greater than square root of 4. The square root of x square is mod x. Square root of 4 is what? 2. So we already know that mod x is greater than 2 means what? X should be greater than 2 or x should be less than minus 2. Clear? That means x is belongs to minus infinity to minus 2. Minus infinity to minus 2 union 2 to infinity. Clear? Okay, fine. So that means the graph you can see that's a more than x square graph is more than 4 means you can take minus infinity to minus 2 union 2 to infinity you can take. All the solutions will be possible. Okay. The next x square is less than minus 4. You can see student the fifth one is what? X square is less than minus 4. You can see this is your x square graph. Y is equal to x square. The x axis, y axis, and y is equal to minus 4 you can take here. This is minus 4. Understand? So we need all the x square value less than minus 4. Square is always positive, no? The less than minus 4 means all are negative. So there is no intersection here, there is no common things will be there, therefore there is no solutions. No solutions, right? Because x square is always greater than or equal to 0, right? So cannot be negative. Fine. So what about that sixth one? X square is greater than minus 4. You can see x square graph. Next one you can see student x axis. This is y axis. This is your x square graph. And you can see the y is equal to minus 4 here. Y is equal to minus 4. So the x square is more than minus 4. Is true or not? It's true. Any real number you take, it will be satisfied. So here for all x belongs to real number, it's satisfied. So the solution here, for example, 1 you take, 1 square is what? 1 is greater than minus 4, right? Let's take 2 you take, 4 is greater than minus 4. Let's take minus 2, minus 2 square is 4 is greater than minus 4. So any real number you take, it will be satisfied. Therefore, is complete real number is the solutions. Understand? Okay. Because the y is equal to minus 4 is parallel to x-axis, the x square is more than minus 4 only is there. That means it's completely satisfied for any real number, right? Okay, I hope everyone understand, right? Fine. Let's discuss this one quickly. Okay. So the first one you can see, modulus of 2x plus 1 is less than 3. Now how to do this? Just same idea. Mod x is less than 3 means what? X should be minus 3 to 3. So therefore 2x plus 1 is minus 3 to 3, strictly less than, right? So we need x plus 1 is disturbing. How to remove this? Just adding minus 1 on both sides. Minus 4 less than 2x is less than 3 minus 1, it is 2, right? Okay. Minus 1 added. Okay, 3 minus, correct. Now you can divide by 2. Divided by 2. Divided by 2, what will get? Minus 2 is less than x less than 1. This is the solutions for the first one. Okay, second one. You can see second one, you can see student, mod 2x minus 4 is strictly greater than 3. Mod 2x minus 4 is strictly greater than 3 here. Okay, then how to solve this? You know the definition of that. So mod x greater than 3 means the x will be greater than 3 or x will be less than minus 3. This instead of x, 2x minus 4 is there. Therefore, 2x minus 4 is strictly greater than 3 or 2x minus 4 is strictly less than minus 3. So we need to solve x. What we can do? You can add 4 on both sides. 2x is greater than 7. Therefore, x is greater than 7 by 2. Okay. Or 2x is less than, you can add 4, minus 3 plus 4 will be what? So 1, right? Okay, therefore x should be less than 1 by 2. So there the solution set will be, x will be minus infinity to 1 by 2 union 7 by 2 to infinity. Clear? I hope everyone understand, right? Let's do the next one, right? What is the third one you can see? So 1 by mod 2x plus 5 is greater than 1 by 3. How to solve this? Take the reciprocal. Take reciprocal. You can easily solve it. Take reciprocal. What will have? Mod 2x plus 5 is less than 3. Clear? So for example, if I take 3 is greater than 2, 1 by 3 should be less than 1 by 2. Understand? When you take a reciprocal, inequality will be changed, right? Okay, fine. If you take the reciprocal, the inequality will be changed. Therefore, 2x plus 5 would be minus 3 to 3, right? Okay, we need x plus 5 is disturbing, so add minus 5. So what will get? Minus 8 less than 2x is less than, if you add minus 5, here it will be minus 8, this side will be 3 minus 5 is what? Minus 2, right? 3 minus 5 minus 2. Now you can divide by 2. Minus 4 is less than x less than minus 1 is your solutions, right? Understand? So all the x values minus 4 to 4. The between you have to take, right? Okay, next one. You can see 3x minus 5 whole square is less than 9. Let's take another page. 3x minus, what is there? 3x minus 5 whole square strictly less than 9, right? Less than 9. What you can do? The same idea. Square is there, you can take the square root on both sides, right? Square root you take square root on both sides. What will get? Square root of 3x minus 5 whole square is less than square root of 9. This you already know that square root of x square is what? Mod x, right? So the same way here mod 3x minus 5 should be less than 3. Now you can use the definition here. So 3x minus 5 is between minus 3 to 3, right? Now we need x, adding 5 both sides. What will get? Minus 3 plus 5 will be plus 2 less than 3x is less than 8. Now you can divide by 3. So 2 by 3 is less than x less than 8 by 3. This is your solution set. Clear? Okay, we'll look at this next question. You can see 1 minus 2x whole square is greater than 4. 1 minus 2x whole square. 1 minus 2x whole square, let me take, whole square is greater than, what is there actually? Greater than 4, right? Strictly greater than 4. Okay. Now, what you can do, the same idea, square is there, you take the square root on both sides. Take square root. What will get? Square root of 1 minus 2x whole square is greater than 4, right? Okay. So now you can write 1 minus 2x. You know that square root of x square is mod x, right? So 1 minus 2x is greater than 4. Now you can use the definition. Mod x greater than 4 means what? X should be more than 4 or x should be less than minus 4, right? So therefore 1 minus 2x is greater than 4 or 1 minus 2x is less than minus 4. So you can solve this one. So first you can do, what you can do, you can add minus 1. Minus 2x is greater than 4 minus 1 is what? So 3, right? So we need x here. You multiply 1 by 2 first. Minus x is greater than 3 by 2, right? So we need x minus 1 is disturbing. You have to multiply by the negative 1. X should be less than minus 3 by 2, right? So when you multiply the negative 1, the inequality will be changed. Or, correct? So I am adding minus 1. So 1 minus 1 0, 4 minus 1 is 3, correct? Yes, good. Here the same idea, you add minus 1. So minus 2x is less than, add minus 1 means what? Minus 5. So you can multiply by negative 1. What will get? 2x is greater than 5. Clear? If I multiply the negative 1, the inequality will be changed. X should be greater than 5 by 2. Therefore, x belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 by 2. Union. So 5 by 2 to infinity. Correct? This is the solutions. Clear? Okay. Let's go for the next one. Okay, you can see the for what values of x mod 3x minus 2 is equal to 3x minus. You know the definition of the mod x is what? If x is greater than 0, x the same. If x is less than 0, minus x. If x equal to 0, 0. Now in this case, the first one you can see, the mod 3x minus 2 is equal to 3x minus 2. Same x value you are getting. So when it is possible, when 3x minus 2 is greater than 0, you can solve directly. So the first one you can see, mod 3x minus 2 is equal to 3x minus 2. When it is possible? When 3x minus 2 is greater than 0. Clear? Just you can use when x is greater than 0, then only mod x equal to x. The same way, mod 3x minus 2 is equal to 3x minus 2 when 3x minus 2 is greater than 0, right? Therefore, greater than 2, x should be greater than 2 by 3. Therefore, x belongs to 2 by 3 to infinity. Clear? Okay, fine. Let me take another one. So, you can see, student, mod 2x minus y is equal to 5 minus 2x. You can see the second one, mod 2x minus 5 is equal to 5 minus 2x, right? That means what we can write, 2x minus 5 is equal to minus of 2x minus 5. Then only you will get 5 minus 2x. You can use that when x is negative minus x, right? The same way, mod 2x minus 5 is equal to minus of x. So, when it is possible? When 2x minus 5 is less than 0. Clear? You can solve this. 2x less than 5. That means x should be less than 5 by 2. That means x is belongs to minus infinity to 5 by 2. Clear? I hope everyone understand, right? Okay. So, we'll continue the more problems. Okay. Hello students, we'll continue this one. So, you can see solve the system of inequalities mod x greater than or equal to 3 and x squared minus 9 strictly less than 0. So, and is there, that means you need to calculate the intersection, right? That means you find the solutions, common solutions you need to calculate, right? So, you can see the first one, you can see mod x is greater than or equal to 3. By definition, x is greater than 3 or x should be less than or equal. Clear? That means what? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 included union 3 to infinity. Clear? Okay. So, fine. Next one you can see x square minus 9 is less than 0. So, you can use the Waviko method. We already discussed last session, right? So, x square minus 3 square less than 0, x plus 3 into x minus 3 you can write less than 0. You can use Waviko method or you can use the modulus here. X square minus 9 is sent to the right side plus 9. Take the square root of that. Square root of x square is less than square root of 9. Square root of x square is what? So, mod x is less than square root of 9 is 3, right? So, because square root of something cannot be negative, right? So, you have to take positive only. So, therefore, the x will be between minus 3 to 3, right? Okay. This is 1, this is 2. So, what you can do? So, draw the number line first. You can see the first one is what? Minus 3. Here is plus 3 is there. Okay, minus 3 plus 3. So, the 3 to infinity, 3 is included, and minus 3 to minus infinity to minus 3, right? Minus 3 included. This is the first interval. The second one here is the minus 3 to plus 3 is not included. Endpoint is not included. Is there any intersections will be there? No. There is no common elements of this inequality, right? Therefore, x belongs to empty set. There is no solution. There is no solutions. Clear? Okay, let's do the second question. You can see. Therefore, 9x square is greater than 4, right? Okay. So, we need x here. 9 is disturbing. You have to divide it both sides. So, x square is greater than or equal to 4 by 9. Now, you can take the square root on both sides, right? Square root of x square is what? Square root of x square is greater than square root of 4 by 9. Square root of x square we already discussed, right? Mod x is greater than or equal to square root of 4 is 2, square root of 9 is 3. So you cannot take the negative because square root of something cannot be negative, right? Okay. So mod 2 by 3 means x should be greater than or equal to 2 by 3 or x should be less than minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3. Clear? I hope everyone understand, right? Okay, so then you can see what is the solution? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 by 3 close interval union plus 2 by 3 to infinity. This is your complete solutions of the first inequality. Okay, fine. Next you can take the second one. You can see what is the second one? So mod 2x minus 1 less than or equal to 3. That means by definition is what? 2x minus 1 would be minus 3 to plus 3, right? So 2x minus 1 is from minus 3 to plus 3. Okay, now we need x. Who is disturbing here? Minus 1 and 2 is disturbing. First you remove the minus 1. Add 1 both side here. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Less than or equal to 2x is less than or equal to 3 plus 1, it is 4. Now you can divide it by 2 both side, right? So divided by 2 minus 1 less than x less than or equal to, divided by 2 means 4 by 2 is 2, right? So x is minus 1 to 2. This is your complete solution of the second inequality, right? Yes, good. Now you can draw the number line, which is the common solution you have to find out, right? You can see the first one. Let me take minus 2 by 3 here, plus 2 by 3 you can take here. So minus 2 by 3 minus 0 point something, definitely minus 1 would be here, right? Minus 1, and plus 2 will be more than 2 by 3, right here. So now you can, first you can draw the solution set for the first inequality. Minus infinity to, let me take another color. Let me take green colors, right? Minus infinity to minus 2 by 3 is included and 2 by 3 to infinity, right? Okay, fine. So next one you can see minus 1 to minus plus 2. Minus 1 to plus 2. So both will be included. Okay. You can see the green color and the pink color, which is the common here. Minus 1 to minus 2 by 3 and 2 by 3 to 2 is the common. You can see this only common. So this is only common, right? So therefore the common solution is what? X belongs to minus 1 to minus 2 by 3 is included. Both will be included, right? Union 2 by 3 to 2, close interval, right? Okay, this is your common solutions of this inequality. You can take any x value from this interval, it satisfies the both inequalities, right? This is a system of inequalities. Clear? Okay. Let's go for the next. Draw the graph of this. The mod x is 2 to 5. From 2 to 5. Let us take this one. Okay. The first one you can see the mod x is what? From 2 to 5. Yes, 2 to 5. How to solve this one quickly? You can see whenever the mod x is from one number to another number, you have to break the interval, right? How to break it? So mod x is more than 2 or mod x is less than or equal to 5. You can break this one. So 2 less than or equal to mod x means this implies mod x is greater than or equal to 2. That means what? X is greater than 2 or x is less than or equal to minus 2. This is the first thing, right? You know the definition of the mod x, right? Mod x greater than 2 means what? X is greater than or equal to 2 or x is less than or equal to minus 2. Okay. Next here is mod x is less than or equal to 5. By using the definition, x is from minus 5 to plus 5. So you can see this is and. You need to use the intersection of these two solution set, right? The first one you can see is there here. So 2, here is minus 2, this is plus 2. So x is more than 2 here. Then x is, you can see less than minus 2, right? So less than minus 2. Clear? X is more than 2 and less than minus 2. Yes. Next you can check the minus 5. So minus 5 here and plus 5 here. Minus 5 to plus 5. Both will be included. So which is the common solutions of this two solution set? You can see the solution set will be this one. Minus 5. Both will be included. Not this one and this one, right? This is the common. The green color and the red color, which is common? Minus 5 to minus 2. Minus 2 is included. Union 2 to 5. This is your solution set. Okay, how to draw the graph of this? You can see, so you can see the mod x graph, you know, mod x. So you can see here the y value. What is the meaning actually? 2 is less than y is less than 5. That means y is 2 to 5, you have to cover it. Understand? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So that means the graph is covering like this, 2 to 5, right? So here 2 is there, here is 5 is there, right? 2 to 5 we have to take. So where the x values lies, you can see where the x values lies. So minus 5 to minus 2. So definitely this would be, you can see this would be minus 2, right? Suppose you can see when you take minus 2, the output will be mod minus 2 will be 2, right? So this will be minus 5. This is minus 5. So this is plus 2. This will be plus 5, right? So we need the solution set minus 5 to minus 2. That means this regions, right? Understand? And 2 to 5. This is your graph. Understand? So we need solution is common solutions is what? Minus 5 to minus 2, 2 to 5. This is your common solutions, right? So if you take in this interval, so that would be 2 to 5. The y value would be 2 to 5 means x would be minus 5 to minus 2 and 2 to 5 input values, right? I hope everyone understand, right? Next we'll go for the next question. You can see next question is what? So mod x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. You can see the mod x minus 1. So second one you can see where I will take here, second one. So mod x minus 1 divided by x minus 1, this is your f of x. Clear? Check it once, mod x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. How to draw the graph of this? You can see, student, just you can use the definition of the mod x only, right? So what is the mod x definition? If x is greater than 0, x. If x is less than 0, minus x. If x equal to 0, 0. That's the definition of the mod x, right? But the same way, instead of x here, which is there here, mod x minus 1 is there. The same way, you have to break it. Mod x minus 1, how to define? You can see if x minus 1 is greater than 0, then x minus 1. If x minus 1 is less than 0, minus of x minus 1. If x minus 1 equal to 0, 0. Right? So that means this is equivalently how to write? This is equal to 1 minus x, right? This is how to write. X is greater than 1. This is x is less than 1 and x equal to 1. So the breaking point here is at 1, right? Okay. Then how to redefine this function? F of x equal to mod x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Redefine this. If x is greater than 1 means, x is greater than 1 means what? X minus 1 greater than 0. That means what? Mod x minus 1 definition is what? X minus 1 divided by x minus 1. This is 1. Got it? Okay. Now you can see if x is less than 1. X less than 1 means what? X minus 1 less than 0. That case, mod x minus 1 is what? Minus of x minus 1. That means 1 minus x we can write. Or minus of x minus 1 you can write. Divided by x minus 1. This will be minus 1. If exactly equal to 1, that means x minus 1 equal to 0 means x equal to 1. That case, it will be 0. Right? X equal to 1 means what? Yes, 0, right? So then how to define this function here, right? So 1 minus 1, right? So you can see your x-axis, this is your y-axis. When x is more than 1, let's take 1 here, here is less than 1. If more than 1, you can see when x is more than 1, the y would be, this is y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 means here it is what? It's a parallel to x-axis. Y is equal to 1. So this will be jump, right? X is more than 1 only. When x equal to 1 means 0, right? When x is less than 1 means what? So minus 1. Less than 1 means minus 1. This is y is equal to minus 1. This is y is equal to 1. This is y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0 means, so here x is equal to 1, right? When x is equal to 1, y would be 0. This is your graph of mod x minus 1 by x minus 1. I hope everyone understand, right? Okay, fine. Let's do the next question. What is that? X plus mod y is equal to 2y. Hello student, we'll continue this one. Okay, next graph you can see the x plus mod y is equal to 2y. How to draw the graph of this? You can see, suppose here, the breaking point here is what? Whatever the modulus inside is there, you can equate to 0. That is the mod x definition, no? So equate to 0, y is equal to 0. It's a breaking point. Suppose if y is less than 0, you can take. Okay. Then, so how to write this one? X plus y is negative means mod y is what? Minus y, right? So minus y is equal to 2y. So that means x minus y is equal to 2y. Then you can see here x is equal to 2y minus y is sent to the right side, 3y. So y is equal to 1 by 3 times x. Okay, suppose next case, if y is greater than or equal to 0, you can take. That case, you can see x plus mod y will be what? So y only, so equal to 2y. So x is equal to 2y minus y is what? Y. Y is equal to x. Then how to draw the graph? You can see this is your x-axis, this is y-axis. You can see y is equal to x is there when x is greater than or equal to 0. Y is equal to x means this graph. Okay, when you take 1/3 of x, suppose for example, if I take x is minus 1, if I take minus 1 by 3, let's take here is minus 1 by 3, right, at this point, right? Okay, let's take, if I take minus 3, you can take, let's take minus 3. So minus 3 by 3 is what? Minus 1. Y is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 here. The graph is like this will go, right? Understand? This is actually y is equal to 1 by 3 times x, right? Understand? Okay. Let's go to the next question. What is that? F of x equal to x plus 2 into mod x minus 1. F of x equal to what? X plus 2 into mod x plus 1. So f of x equal to x plus 2 into mod x plus 1. Clear? Check it once quickly. So what is that? X plus 2 into mod x minus 1, right? X plus 2 into mod x minus 1. Huh? X minus 1, this one x minus 1. Now how to do this? How to draw the graph of this? You can see, student, you can see the breaking point is x minus 1 equal to 0. You can take it x equal to 1. Whatever the modulus is there, you can equate to 0. That is the definition of the mod x, right? Okay. You know that. Now you can check the conditions here. So what is the possibilities there? You can see if x is less than 1, then what is the possibilities there here? F of x is equal to x plus 2 into is negative. X is less than 1 means x minus 1 is positive or negative? X minus 1 is negative, right? You are adding minus 1, right? X minus 1 is, that is negative means what? How to write mod x minus 1? In this case, you can say x minus 1 less than 0. X minus 1 less than 0 means mod x minus 1, how to write? Minus of x minus 1, that is 1 minus x, right? Correct? 1, how to write? Minus of x minus 1, this is same as, how to write? 1 minus x, right? 1 minus x we can write. Okay, fine. So you can see, if you multiply this, x minus x square plus 2 minus 2x, right? Understood? X minus x square plus 2 minus 2x. Yes, good. Then you can see minus x square minus 2x minus x square minus 2x plus x plus 2 will be there. That means minus x square minus x plus 2. This is your f of x. Check it once. X minus x square plus 2 minus 2x. Minus x square minus 2x plus x to minus 2x plus x is what? Minus x, right? This is your, if x is less than 1. Next, if x is greater than or equal to 1, x minus 1 is greater than 0. Therefore, mod x minus 1, how to write? X minus 1 only. Therefore, f of x, how to write, student? X plus 2 into mod x minus 1 is x minus 1 only. You can multiply this one. Then you can see here x into x square minus x plus 2x minus 2. X square minus x plus 2x minus 2, right? x square. 2x minus x is what? Plus x. So 2x minus x is plus 2x plus x minus 2. Okay, we define the functions like this. How to define this? Redefine this one. If x is less than 1, if x is less than 1, so minus x square minus x plus 2. If x is greater than or equal to 1, you can see greater than or equal to 1, that case you can see the x square plus x minus 2. X square plus x minus 2. Clear? Okay. Now, how to draw the graph? You can see this is a parabola. You can find the vertex of the parabola, right? So, first you can see minus x square minus x plus 2. Definitely downward parabola, right? You can see. So, any other point is there here? Yes, correct only, right? So, what is A here? Minus 1. What is B? Minus 1. C is 2. So, the vertex here is minus B by 2A minus D by 4A. 4A. B square minus 4AC. 4AC minus B square. Understood? Yes. Divided by 4A. This is the vertex of the parabola. So, minus of minus 1 divided by 2 into minus 1, clear? So, B is what? Minus 1. 2 into A is minus 1 here. And 4 into minus 1 into C is what? 2. Minus B square is 1 square is 1. And 4 into minus 1. So, the vertex is, so here is 1 minus 1 by 2, right? You can see minus into minus 1. So, this is minus 2 is there, minus 1 by 2. Then here will be minus 8 here, minus 1, minus 4. Then here will be minus 9 by 4. So, minus 9 by minus 4, right? Minus 8 minus 1 minus 9 by minus 4, that is plus 9 by 4. Right, this is the vertex. The same way you can calculate the vertex of the second one. X square plus x minus 2. A is 1, B is 1, C is minus 2. You can see, student. So, minus B minus 1 by 2A, 2 minus 1 by 2 only, minus B by 2A minus 1 by 2, correct. So, 4AC, 4 into 1 here is 1, A is 1, C is what? C is what? Minus 2, minus B square, it's 1 divided by 4 into 1, it is 4, right? Minus 1 by 2. So, minus 8 minus 1 is minus 9 by 4 will get, right? Check it once here, it's correct or not. 4 into A is 1 and C is minus 2 here. Yes. Minus 8 minus 9 by 4. Yes, good. Now you have to draw the graph of this. How to draw the graph? You can see this is your parabola. This is x-axis, this y-axis. The first one you can see when x is less than 1, minus x square minus x plus 2. The vertex here is what? Minus 1 by 2 comma 9 by 4. Minus 1 by 2 comma 9 by 4. Minus 1 by 2, let's take minus 1. Minus 1 by 2. 9 by 4. 9 by 4 is what? 2 point something, right? So, here. Okay. The graph, rough graph will be, you can see it is downwards, right? Okay. Fine. First, you can see any roots is possible here. S less than 1. If you equate to 0, so where this graph is intersecting here, so less than 1, no? Less than 1, you have to equate to 0 that. So, minus x square minus x plus 2 equal to 0. can multiply by minus 1, x square plus x minus 2 equal to 0. The product is minus 2, the sum is 1. So 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 1 is minus 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, right? So that means x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 equal to 0. If I take x common, x plus 2 minus 1 you take common, x plus 2 equal to 0. Then x plus 2 into x minus 1 equal to 0, right? So that means the roots of the polynomial is what? Minus 2 and plus 1. Minus 2 and plus 1 here. Minus 2 and plus 1. Yes, the graph, this is your minus 1 by 2 comma 9 by 4 is the vertex, right? This is your graph of the, this is when x is less than 1, right? Strictly less than 1, right? Less than 1 case you have to take this one, right? So it is not included, no? Okay. So you remove this case, right? So less than 1 only have to take like this. Okay, then you can see next one, x square plus x minus 2. So when you take x is more than 1, if I put 1 here, what is the value? 1 plus 1 minus 2. If you put 1 here is 0, right? So definitely it will be going like this, right? Correct? So more than 1. Suppose if I take 2, what is 2 if you put here? 2 square plus 2 minus 2, it is 4. So if you put 2 here, it will be 4. Like this. You can take. Understand? This is the graph of if less than 1, it downward parabola. If more than 1, this upward parabola. Because the leading coefficient here is positive, upward, leading coefficient is negative, it is downwards. Clear? Okay. Let's do the next question. What is the next question? You can see. Next question is what? X minus mod x minus x square. X minus x square. F of x equal to x minus f of x equal to x minus mod x minus x square. This is your graph. How to draw the graph? Okay, student, we'll continue this. Next question you can see f of x equal to x minus mod x minus x square, right? How to draw the graph? You check it once, the question you can see. Where is the question is there? You can see that x minus mod x minus x square. Yes, correct. How to draw the graph of this? You can see the breaking point x minus x square equal to 0, right? You have to check less than 0 or more than 0, right? Okay, so the breaking point is what? At 0. So x minus x square, suppose greater than or equal to, so less than 0 first you can check. So less than 0 you can check it here. Then what is the possibilities here? If less than 0 means if you take x common, 1 minus x is less than 0, right? You take minus common, x minus 1 is less than 0. Minus, you have to multiply by minus 1. Then x into x minus 1 should be greater than 0. So you can draw the number line. You can see, so 0 and 1. Start with the positive, negative, positive, because odd powers, right? Therefore, we need x belongs to minus infinity to 0 union 1 to infinity, right? This is a positive part. So that case, mod x minus x square, how to write? When x minus x square is negative, that means this will be minus of x minus x square. That will be equal to, so x square minus x we can write. The same way, you can check the second case. is x square is greater than or equal to 0, you can take. That case, you can solve this. You can see x, if you take, what will get 1 minus x is greater than 0. Clear? So, if I take minus common, what will get x minus 1 we can write is greater than 0, multiply by minus 1, what will get x into x minus 1 is less than 0. Now you can draw the number line 0 and 1. Start with a positive, 1 is odd power, change the sign, 0 is odd power, change the sign, minus and plus. Therefore, x belongs to 0 to 1. Okay. Now you redefine the functions. So, okay. So, what is that? So, f of x equal to, how to define this one? Tell me. So, when x minus x square is less than 0, if x minus x square is less than 0, that means x belongs to what? Minus infinity to 0, minus infinity to 0, union 1 to infinity. So, that case x minus x square is less than 0 means mod x minus x square value is what? X square minus 1. X square minus 1 minus x square, just check once, x square minus x, correct, minus of x minus x square, that is x square minus x. Yes, good. If you simplify this, x minus x square, you will get 2x minus x square. Okay, fine. Next, you can see if x minus x square is greater than or equal to 0, in this case, x belongs to 0 to 1, close interval, right? You can see 0 to 1, right? In this case, mod x minus x square, how to write? X minus x square only. This is x minus x square only you can write. Clear? Now you can see x minus x plus x square. This will be cancelled, x square will get. Okay. Now how to draw the graph of this? This x-axis, this is y-axis. When x is 0 to 1, you can see 0 here, here 1 is there. 0 to 1, the y is equal to x square graph. If you take 1 here, the maximum reaches to 1. This is y is equal to x square. Okay, next you can see, so second one you can see 2x. Oh, I'll take 2x. Okay, 2x minus x square. You can see it's the same as minus x square plus 2x. So 0, if it is included, it is passing, 0 is not included, right? It's a downward parabola, right? What is the vertex of this? A is equal to 1 minus 1 and B is equal to, here is plus 2x not 2, C is 0. So therefore minus B by A, minus 2 divided by 2A, 2 into minus 1 and 4AC minus 1, C is 0 minus B square, that is 4 divided by 4 into minus 1. So the vertex is minus minus cancel 1. So here is 0 minus 4 by minus 4. It is also 1, right? Minus minus cancel 1, right? So 1 comma 1 is your vertex here. You can check it properly. So the graph you can see x is A is minus 1, B is 2 and C is 0, right? Minus B by A, minus 2 by minus B by 2A, right? Minus B by A only will come, no? You can see here minus B by 2A, minus D by 4A, correct. So 1 and here is minus 4 by minus 4, it's correct only, 1 comma 1. So 1 here is 1. This parabola, when x is minus infinity 0, 1 to infinity. So 1 if you take, what is the value here? You can see 2x minus x square is there. If you put 1, 2 minus it's 1, 1, right? When you take the graph is passing through the origin or not, how you can check it? Say y you can put 0 or not. Y if put 0, so no, you can see 2x minus x square is there, no, equal to 0, you can do it, right? So if you take x common, 2 minus x equal to 0, right? Okay, so 2 minus x, right? X equal to 0 or 2, x is equal to 2, right? 0 and 2. But you are not taking that 0, right, input. Then how you get output value? 0 and 2. The graph will be going like this, right? But when you take less than 0, the parabola is going like this, and except this one, right? Less than 0 you can take, right? Yes. The graph will be, when you take 0, it will be 0 only. When you take minus 1, you can say 2 into minus 1, minus 1 square is minus 1, right? So minus 3 you'll get, minus 3. So therefore the graph will be, you can see student, you accept this portions, right? So the graph is coming like this, coming like this, right? So 0 is not possible, but when you take 0, here is possible, right? So this portion you remove it, so remaining everything will come. This is the graph. Clear? So otherwise you have to remove this one. It will be easy for you. Remove this one. The pink color, and you can see if you take 1 by 2, you can see it's nearer to this only, right? 1 by 2, 2, 2 cancel, 1 minus 4 it is. So very closest to this. Yes, it will come like this, right? This is your graph of these functions, right? Okay, next. You can see student, next question is what? Mod 2x minus 1, mod 2x minus 3, mod 2x minus 1, mod 2x minus 3. F of x equal to mod 2x minus 1 plus mod 2x minus 3. Check it once quickly. Is it correct? Mod 2x minus 1, mod 2x minus 3. Yes, correct. Yes, how to draw the graph quickly? So the breaking point here is what? The breaking point is here is 1 by 2 and this is 3 by 2. Just 2x minus 1 equate to 0, x equal to 1 by 2. So here is 3 by 2. So you can start with a positive, right? Otherwise you can see, you break the interval, right? So break the interval, what you can do? X is less than 1 by 2 you can take. So 2x minus 1 is required, positive. 2 times x is less than 1, 2x minus 1 less than 0. And then 2x, this is the first one. Second one, 2x minus 3. Less than 1 means you can add minus 3. So definitely 2x minus 3 will be less than 0. Okay. Next you can check x is more than or equal to 1, 1 by 2, less than 3 by 2 you can take. So you had to check 2x minus 1 positive or negative, 2x minus 3 positive or negative in this interval. For that you have to multiply 2, 1 less than 2x less than 3. Okay, now you can add minus 1. So add minus 1 means 2x minus 1 is be positive, right? And when you add minus 3, it's negative. 2x minus 3 is negative. So when you take x is greater than or equal to 3 by 2, multiply 2, 2x is greater than 3. So you add minus 1, minus 1 greater than 0, 2x minus 3 also greater than 0. Now you redefine the functions. How to redefine this? F of x equal to, when x is less than 1 by 2, if x is less than 1 by 2, so you can see here both will be negative, no? Mod 2x minus 1, how to write? Mod x is less than 0, mod x, right? The same way, mod 2x minus 1, how to write? 1 minus 2x we can write, okay? So 1 minus of 2x minus 1, that is 1 minus 2x. Here 3 minus 2x you can write, 3 minus 2x. Minus of 2x minus 3, that is 3 minus 2x. Okay, if you simplify this one, what will get? Minus 4x plus 4 you'll get, right? So correct, minus 4x plus 4. Next, if x is 1 by 2 to 3 by 2, in this interval, 2x minus 1 is positive, that means x minus 3 negative, that means 3 minus 2x we can write. So 2x minus 2x cancel, 3 minus 1 will be 2. Next you can see if x is greater than or equal to 3 by 2, so both will be positive, right? So therefore 2x minus 1 plus 2x minus 3 you can take, that is 4x minus 4 you'll get, right? Okay. Now how to draw the graph of this? You can see, student, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. When x is less than 1 by 2, first you have to mark the values. Let's take 1 by 2 here. Less than 1 by 2 means minus 4x plus 4 is there. Minus 4x graph, you know, right? It is negative slope, plus 4, you shift 4 units up, right? So less than 1 by 2, let's take 0. If I take 0, what will get? 4, right? 4 will be here, right? If you substitute 1 by 2, what will get? It will be 2, right? Because 2 minus 2 plus 4, it is 2. Understand? So the graph will be minus 2x plus 4. The graph will be like this. Just y is equal to minus 4x is graph is there, you shift to 4 units up. When you take 1 by 2 to 3 by 2, 1 by 2 to, this is value is what? 2, right? This is 4. 1 by 2 to 3 by 2. So y is equal to 2. It's parallel to x-axis. When you take 3 by 2, you can see if you substitute 3 by 2, 4 into 3 by 2 minus 4, that is 2 times 6 minus 4, it is 2 only, including. When you take 3 by 2, more than 3 by 2, 4x minus 4. 4x, you know that graph? The 4x graph is what? This one. You shifted 4 units down. That means if more than 3 by 2, this will be like this. Okay, therefore, what is this is your graph of this function. And what is the range of the function? 2 to infinity. Range of this function is? Range of f of x is what? 2 to infinity. Because 2 is included. This is 2, right? This is y is equal to 2. This is y is equal to 4x minus 4. This is y is equal to, so minus 4x. Understand? I hope everyone understand, right? Okay, let's go for the next question. You can see, what is the next question? Yes, here. You can see the mod x minus mod 2x minus 3, the same way you can do it, the same idea. I will do this 8th questions. You can see 7th question, same model like 6th questions, right? And you can see the 8th question, you can see, what is that? X plus 2 times mod x plus 1, 2 times x minus 1. Hello student, we'll continue this next question. You can see f of x is given to you, x plus 2 times mod x plus 1 plus 2 times mod x minus 1. So, equal to some k, f of x equal to some k. What values of k as unique solution and two solution is possible, they are asking, right? So, you can see this question. So, find the value of k if f of x equal to k has exactly one real solution, has two negative real solutions, right? Let's see how to, first you have to draw the diagram. So, which is the breaking point here? The breaking point x plus 1 equal to 0, that means x equal to minus 1, and x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1. Clear? So, minus 1 and plus 1 is the breaking point, right? Okay. Now, you have to break whole real number into 1. We need x plus 1. X plus 1 is less than 0. And x minus 1 is required. X minus 1 is less than 0, right? Because adding minus 1, less than minus 2 should be less than 0. When you take x is included, minus 1 included, less than 1. You can add 1 both side, definitely x plus 1 is positive. Add minus 1 both side, so definitely x minus 1 is less than 0, right? When x is greater than or equal to 1, x plus 1 will be greater than 0, x minus 1 also greater than 0, right? Now, you have to redefine the functions, right? So, in this interval, how to write f of x? You can see in this interval f of x, how to write x plus 2 times x plus 1 is negative, x minus 1 also negative. Then x plus mod x plus 1, how to define when x plus 1 is negative? Minus of x plus 1, right? Minus of x plus 1 plus 2 times minus of x minus 1, right? Because x minus 1 also negative. Then how to rewrite this? X plus 2 into minus x minus 1 minus x minus 1 plus 2 into, so you can write 1 minus x, right? 1 minus x. So, you can multiply inside minus 2x, just you can see minus 2x minus 2, right? Because 2 into minus x minus 1. So, minus 2x minus 2, right? Then plus 2 minus 2x, right? Plus 2 minus 2x. So, minus 2 plus 2 cancel. Then you can see minus 2x minus 4x. Minus 4x plus x is what? Minus 3x is you are getting, right? Check it again. X plus 2 times minus x minus 1. So, 2 times 1 minus x, right? So, you can see you multiply 2 minus 2x, correct? 2 minus 2x minus 2. Yes. Minus 2 plus 2 cancel. Minus 4x plus x is minus 3x. Yes, correct. Next, you can see second interval, x plus 2 times, the x plus 1 is positive, means x plus 1 only, x minus 1 negative, plus 2 times 1 minus x. So, simplify this, x plus 2x plus 2 plus 2 minus 2x, right? 2x plus 2 plus 2 minus 2x, plus 2x minus 2x cancel, then what is left? X plus 4 is left, right? Okay. Next, you can see f of x is equal to, both are positive, no? Plus 2 times x plus 1 plus 2 times x minus 1, right? X plus 2x plus 2 plus 2 minus 2 you'll get, right? Understand? So 2 just you multiply inside, right? Yes. So plus 2 minus 2 cancel. This is 2x plus 2x is what? 4x. 4x plus x is so 5x, right? Okay. So now you can see, student, redefine this functions. How to define? So when you take, if x is less than minus 1, minus 3x. If x is minus 1 to 1, in this interval x plus 4. If x is more than or equal to 1, that is 5x. Okay, now you can draw the graph. X-axis, this y-axis. When x is less than minus 1, you can see, student, when x is less than minus 1, minus 3x. If you put minus 1, it will be plus 3, right? So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, minus 1, right? So minus 3x graph is like this. Understand? Next to minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 to 1 you take, the graph will be x plus 4. Just y is equal to x is there, no? You shifted 4 units up. When you put minus 1, it is plus 3, right? When you take 0, which one is 0 means 4, right? This is 4, right? Just you shifted 4 units, y is equal to x is there, no? It's the positive slope. You shifted 4 units up. If you put 1, 5, the graph is, okay, minus 1, yes, correct only. So y is equal to x is shifted like this, right? Then when you take more than 1, 5x, let's take 1 here, 5, this is will be included, 5. Just you can see, this is the graph of this. Understand? This is y is equal to 5x. This is y is equal to x plus 4. Y is equal to minus 3x. Got it? Now, we have to understand the question. Y is equal to k. Y is equal to k is a real number. It is parallel to x-axis, right? So, where you can draw such you can get the unique solutions. You can see. So, unique solutions, only one solutions, right? You can draw the line. This is y is equal to k. The k must be what? 3, right? It is passing through at 3, right? Correct? If you put minus 1, you will get y value is 3. Minus 1 comma 3, right? Fine. So, therefore, the unique solution, what value is possible? Because you can draw the parallel line throughout the graph, right? It will cross at exactly one point at x equal to x equal to minus 1. That k value should be what? Y value, no? It is parallel to the x-axis. You have to take y coordinate. Y is equal to 3. This k is equal to 3 only possible. That is k is equal to 3. So, only one point is touching the parallel to the x-axis and the graph will be meeting at exactly one point, k is equal to 3. So, next you can see negative real solutions, right? What is the next question? Has 2 negative real solutions. So, which one you can see here? Minus 1 to 3 is there, no? In this interval, you can see, if I draw the line like this, 3 to 4, you can see the solutions will be, you can see the x values are what? Negative, right? So, which interval is possible? So 3 to 4 only, you can see in this get the both graph intersecting the negative side of the x-axis. So therefore, the two negative real solution, because you can draw the parallel line to the x-axis, it will be crossing the 2 points in the interval 3 to 4. If you take more than 3, you can see the negatives, positive only solutions will come. So we need two negative solutions, so when k will be belongs to 3 to 4 open interval, right? 3 to 4 you can take. Understand? 3 to 4 you can take. So there only you can see the negative x-axis is there. So it will be, you can find the negative solutions, right? Two negative solution, because it is crossing 2 points, right? The negative side of the x-axis, right? Okay, I hope everyone understand, right? Let's do the next question. You can see what is the next question. You can see how to draw the graph of this. So these we'll start from the posterior paper, right? So we'll do this. So first you can see the breaking point -2 to 3, right? So in this interval, okay, so -2 to 3 you have to take. What are the integer is there? You have to first you find out, right? -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2 here, and 2 and 3. Clear? So why we are taking like this? Because we know that the greatest integer function is breaking all the integers value, right? So you have to break it, because different integer, interval, different value of y you will get, right? That's why we are breaking this one. Okay, first you can see minus the greatest integer function breaking at all integers, right? All integer values, right? Okay, so you have to take -2 to -1, -1 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, right? Okay, so if x is, suppose -1, you can take -1. So -2 is not included. So anyway, the greatest integer function is what? So if I take -1 also, is -1.5 you take, that will be -2, right? So the greatest integer function of this will be -2, right? In this interval. Okay, if I take -1 included, less than 0, the greatest integer function value is what? -0.5, it is -1, right? So in this case, what is the mod x -2? X -2 is what? Negative or positive? You're adding -2, so definitely it is negative. X -2 is less than 0, therefore mod x -2, how to write? So 2 minus x, right? Minus of x -2, right? Because you're adding -2, so definitely the whole interval is negative, right? So next you can see mod greatest integer functions equal to -1 when x is -1 to 0. Okay, fine. So what about the x -2? You can add -2. -2 you can add it. So definitely x -2 is negative. And you can take under. So therefore mod x -2, how to write? 2 minus x, right? There is no issue. Then 0 to 1 you can take. 0 to 1, the greatest integer function will be 0. What about the x minus? You can add -2. So definitely x -2 is less than 0. Therefore mod x -2, how to write? 2 minus x, because minus of x -2. Okay, next you can take so 1 to 2, right? If 1 to 2 you can take, in this interval the greatest integer is 1. So you can add minus 2, definitely it will be negative. X minus 2 negative, therefore mod x minus 2, how to write? Is 2 minus x. When you take 2 to 3, so the greatest integer value is 2, right? 2.5, greatest integer value is 2. So what about that? If you add minus 2, definitely x minus 2 is positive. And x minus 2 is positive, right? Because adding minus 2, 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, positive. So therefore mod x minus 2 here is what? X minus 2. If you, yes, that's all, no? But 3 is not included, no, so no problem. So there is no issue, right? So you no need to take more than 3, right? Okay, then redefine the functions, right? So how to redefine this? I'll take this page. How to redefine the functions f of x equal to, you can see when x is a minus 2 to minus 1, when x is minus 2 to minus 1, so the greatest integer function is what? Okay, 1 minute. Yes, greatest integer function is minus 2. So minus 2 plus mod x minus 2 value is what? Negative, no? So 2 minus x you can write. When x is minus 1 to 2, sorry, minus 1 to, so minus 1 to 0, right? Minus 1 to 0 you can take, minus 1 to 0, you can take this greatest integer value is what? Minus 1 plus, so this is mod x minus 2, anyway, it is x minus 2 is negative, that is 2 minus x, right? We can write, okay? So fine. So when you take 0 to 1, 0 to 1 you can take 0 plus, right? So this is again it's negative, so 2 minus x. So when you take x is 1 to 2, this will be 1 plus, you can add minus 2, again it is negative, 2 minus x. When 2 to 3 you can take, the greatest integer value is 2 plus, you can add minus 2, definitely it is positive, therefore x minus 2 you can write. Okay, when you take, yes, that's all, no? Yes. You can see, so 2 to 3 x minus 2. Yes. So now you redefine this again. So minus 2 plus 2 cancel, minus x, minus 2 x less than minus 1. If here is minus x plus 1, minus x plus 1 when it is minus 1 to 0, then it is minus x plus 2 if it's 0 to 1. When x is 1 to 2, it will be minus x plus 3. When x is 2 to 3, so you can say minus 2 plus 2 cancel is x, right? So then how to draw the graph of this? You can, hello student, we'll continue the graph. You can see, so we define from minus 2 to minus 1 minus x, minus 1 to 0 minus x plus 1, and 0 to 1 minus x plus 2, 1 to 2 minus x plus 3, 2 to 3 is x, right? Then how to define this one? You can see how to draw the graph of this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. You can see this is minus 2, this is minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 you can see. So first you can see minus 2 you can substitute it here. So minus 2, if you substitute it is plus 2, right? Here 1, here is 2. So this graph is, it's not included, right? So 2. And then when you take minus 1.5 you can do it. That is minus 1.5 means plus 1.5. So here is this one, right? If you take minus 1, if you put it's plus 1. So the graph is like this. It is not included. Right? Okay, next. Minus 1 to 0 you can take. Let's take minus 1 if you substituted here. Minus of minus 1, it is plus 1 plus 2. The plus 2 here. The plus 2 here. So, okay. Then if I take minus 0.5, that is minus 1 by 2 you can take. Minus 1 by 2, minus of minus 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1, right? It is, so 1 plus 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is 1.5, right? So let's take here. If I take 0, 0 will be 1, right? This graph is like this. It is not included, right? Okay. Then when you take 0, 0 if you put here, it is 2. So that means here, right? So when you take 1 by 2, 1 by 2 you take, you can see minus 1 by 2 plus 2, right? So minus 1 plus 4 by 2, it is 3 by 2, it's 1.5. So 1 by 2 you take 1.5 here. When you take 1 included, minus 1 plus 2 is what? So plus 1. So it will be here. It's not included. It's like this graph. Okay. So when you take 1, it will be minus 1 plus 3. It is 2. It is jump over against 2. Right. So when you take 1 to 2, let's take 1.5. It is 3 by 2 you can take. So minus 3 by 2 plus 3. What is that? So minus 3 plus 6 by 2, it is 6 minus 3, it's 3 by 2 again, right? So 3 by 2, it is 3 by 2, it's 1.5 here. So when you take 2, so minus 2 plus 3, it's 1. Again here it's 1. The graph is like this. But when you take 2, 2 is included, it is 2 only. So 2, right? Understand? When you take 2.5, it is 2.5 only. So 2.5, right? When you take 3, 3 only. So 3 up to this. The graph will be going like this. Understand? Okay. So this is the graph of the functions, right? Greatest integer function plus mod x minus 2 graph, right? Okay. I hope everyone understand, right? Fine. Let's do the next one. You can see the how to draw the graph of the minimum of this one, right? How to draw the minimum of this functions, right? So very simple. So you can see the breaking point mod x minus 3, mod x plus 2 is there. The breaking point already know that it is what? So 3 and minus 2 and 3. Just you can equate to 0. X minus 3 equal to 0, x equal to 3. X plus 2 equal to 0. What is that? X equal to minus 2, right? So minus 2 and 3 is the breaking point. Other than that, any other points is there, you can check it. You equate these two curve. X minus 3 is equal to mod x plus 2. You can squaring on both sides. What will get? Mod x minus 3 whole square is equal to mod x plus 2 whole square. We know that mod x square is equal to what? X square, right? Then you can write x minus 3 whole square is equal to x plus 2 whole square, right? So expand this. X square plus 3 square is 9 minus 6x, right? So here x square plus 4 plus 2 into 2 is 4x. X square cancel. 9 minus 6x minus 4x minus 4 equal to 0. 9 minus 10x minus 4 equal to 0. That means what? So 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 minus 10x equal to 0. This implies 5 is equal to 10x. So that means x is equal to 5 by 10. That is 1 by 2. Right? So 5 is equal to 10x, x is equal to 5 by 10, it is 1 by 2. So one more critical point, x equal to 1 by 2. So therefore, you can include this one, 1 by 2, right? Okay. Now you have to break the interval. Suppose if x is less than minus 2, what is the minimum of this function? So minimum of mod x minus 3 mod x plus 2 you can take, which is the minimum. You take minus 3, just substitute it here. So what will get, which is the minimum possibility is there? Less than minus 2, let's take minus 3, right? So minus 3 plus 2. So what is that? Mod minus 6. Here will be mod minus 1. Mod minus 1. This is 6, this is 1, which is the minimum here. Mod x plus 2, right? Is the minimum, right? So this is mod x plus 2 is the minimum. Let me take another one is what? Minus 2 less than x less than 1 by 2. In this interval, you take any number. Let's take 0 you can take. So minimum of mod x minus 3 mod x plus 2 you can take, which is the minimum. Let's take 0. 0 you take mod minus 3 mod plus 2. So mod minus 3 is what? 3 and this is 2, which is the minimum. Again, mod x plus 2 is the minimum. Okay. Let's take 1 by 2 2. Let's take 1 by 2 included less than 3. In this interval, which is the minimum? Let's take 1 you can take. So the minimum of this will be mod x minus 3 mod x plus 2. Let me take in this interval 1 you can take. If you put 1 here, 1 minus 3, it is mod minus 2, it is 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So mod x minus 3 is the minimum, right? In this interval. Just 1 minus 2, it's 2. So yes. So mod x minus 3 is the minimum. Let me take the page. So one more interval is what? 1 by 2 to 3 done. More than 3 you can take. X is greater than or equal to 3 is the minimum of mod x minus 3 mod x plus 2. Mod x plus 2. Let me take more than 3, one number you can take. More than 3, which one you can take? Let's take 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 plus its minimum here is mod x minus 3 only minimum. So you redefine the functions. The minimum of mod x minus 3 mod x plus 2 you can take. So what is that? If x is, so you can take x is less than minus 2, which is the minimum. You can see less than minus 2, the minimum is mod x plus 2. X less than minus 2 mod x plus 2, right? If x is minus 2 to, which number you are taking? Minus 2 to 1 by 2. 1 by 2. In this interval, the minimum again mod x plus 2 only. You check it once. Yes, minus. So you can take 0. So it's yes. If I take 1 by 2 to 3, so mod x minus 3. If 1 by 2 to 3 you can take mod x minus 3. If x is greater than or equal to 3, so mod x minus 3. Okay. Now you can see x less than minus 2. You can add 2 both side. What will get? X plus 2 less than 0. Then how to rewrite this one? X plus 2 less than 0 means this is minus of x plus 2. That is minus x minus 2. If x is less than minus 2, right? When x is minus 2 to 1 by 2, you can add 2 both side. So definitely if you add 2 means more than 0. So that means x plus 2 only, right? If x is minus 2 to 1 by 2. Clear? Okay. When you take x is 1 by 2 to 3. So 1 by 2 to 3 you can take. In this interval, you can add minus 3. 1 by 2 minus 3 is what? 1 by 2 minus 3. 1 minus 6 by 2, right? Is it correct? 1 by 2 minus 3. 1 minus 6 by 2, it is minus 5 by 2. Definitely it is negative. So mod x minus 3 is a negative. X minus 3 negative means mod x minus 3 is 3 minus x. Clear? The same way you can see when you take x is greater than or equal to 3. So mod x minus 3, you can see adding minus 3, it's positive, x minus 3, right? Then how to redefine this again, you can see, student, the function will be, the first one is minus x minus 2 if x is less than minus 2. If x is minus 2 included, less than 1 by 2, in this interval is, what is that, x plus 2. If x is 1 by 2 included, 2, 3, so minus x plus 3. If x is greater than or equal to 3, this is x minus 3. This is your functions. Using that, you can easily, you can draw the diagram, right? So I think you can do it, right? Because it is easy for you, because it's linear functions only, right? You can easily draw it. Okay. So I hope many things we discussed already. 1.5 hours more than we took the classes actually. So complete one sort of modulus functions. So if you have any doubt is there, you can comment. You can comment in the below descriptions, right? Okay. So if you like this video, you can subscribe my channel and you can share to your friends. So all people will benefit through this video. So you can say no need to take anywhere, just you take a paper and pencil, you sit 1.5 hours, you can learn complete idea of the graph of the modulus functions and how to describe in algebraically and graphically all aspect of things at one time. 1.5 hours you can learn everything in aspect of different way, right? Okay, I hope everyone understand. So if you can subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone. Thank you.